All right, we are live. Hello, everybody. Oh, shoot. Happy Mother's Day. How are you today? I hope all is well. Uh, hello. Wait for a second for people to join us. Okay. All right, you're back on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hi.
Good. Hi, you are back on now. All right, so we are going to get started. We have
Yeah.
people that are starting to join us. Hello. If you are on this channel, you know who I am. My name is Dihessa, and today we have a special guest. Her name is Isabelle Boireau. Would you please introduce yourself to everyone?
Hey, I'm Isabelle Boireau, beautypreneur, mom of three, and how can I say wife? And I'm a big fan of makeup and especially the natural looking for everyday woman glam.
Yes.
And beauty educator and business coach and makeup artist.
Okay, that's a lot of hats that you wear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm happy to have you here in France. Today is not Mother's Day. I know.
No,
Yeah, I think in France it's in June, right?
yeah, the first weekend of June.
Of June. But here in the United States, it's a Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all
Yes, happy, yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Happy Mother's Day, Ivy. Happy Mother's Day, Brenda. Today's special edition of this is called what Beyond Inspired. The reason why I wanted to have Isabelle over on this call today is because I happen to have had a session with her.
Yeah.
I'll say when was this? Like a month ago, something like that.
Yeah, I think you were one of the first person I had online for my name.
Yeah, I was so excited. Yes, she does this. I've been following her for a while now. And I've always thought, actually, I was planning on going to France this summer, and I was
Yes.
yeah, my plan was to come to go see her at her workplace and get my makeup done. But she just happens to have started some trainings online, and
Yeah.
I got to like I am somebody that who hasn't always been into makeup a lot. In fact, makeup and all the girly things have not always been my best thing. Okay. And so I thought, why not learn? Not learn from?
And you look beautiful today.
I learned. Yeah, I'm learning. I'm still practicing, and it's I've been really enjoying it.
Great.
So one of the things that, especially also in my audience, there are people that are very spirituality driven, very much into really self-development and stuff like that. And a lot of people have the tendency to believe that that means not really taking care of our appearances, or that appearances are not such an important part of.
Yeah, I got you 100%.
Yeah.
I'm a church girl, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and I'm a church girl. So I know that because some people here, and I think maybe elsewhere, have that tendency to believe that when you go to church or when you're spiritual or when you are deep, you don't, all those stuff are just superficial and not that important.
Yeah. So what's your take on that?
Well, I believe that, God created everything beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. And we are the most beautiful creation of God. So why not enhance it? Why not, take good care of it? And as you can see, the flowers in my background, they are beautiful. They enhance the beauty of the space. Yeah. So I use the makeup to enhance the beauty of what's already there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. So now for me, the way that I look at it, actually the way that I look at it now, I haven't always looked at it. Mm-hmm. It has been actually like, this is who I am. This is my body, right? This is the body that we carry. Yeah. And there's one thing to actually take care of my body, take care of myself. Yeah, it's kind of like honoring
Yeah, you're taking care of the temple. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly, exactly.
carrying your soul, all during all this journey on earth. So,
Yeah,
um,
exactly. Yeah.
as you can go to the gym, as you can meditate, as you can, nurture yourself. I
Yeah.
think that it's a part is the side that people see. Is the first part that people will see
Mm.
when they meet you, when they encounter you. So why not take care of it?
Yeah. Yeah. So, how does it make you feel when you have, like, first of all, have you always been into being girly, girly, and being into makeup and stuff like that, or did
I think my mom, and it's so funny because it's Mother's Day, but I think my mom has a huge part player of it because my mom is, she's the woman, heels, makeup,
that's my
perfume, uh, the whole package. And I grew up watching my mom, doing her makeup and always being well hairstyled, and so for me I was just admiring her. I wanted to be like her when I grew up. i do I do less makeup, and I'm less well made than her because she had to go to be on top, to go out every day. But since I'm home working, I do less of it, but I still take care of myself, of course.
So, how did you go from again, everybody, if you are here, like
Yeah.
the first, yeah, the first thing. Hi, Yelda. Hi, Sharmila. Sharmila. Hi, Ivy. Hello, everybody. So the first thing that I wanted to say, like the first portion of this was, I really wanted to hear your perspective. A lot of people here also are entrepreneurs. Your perspective on like how you grew from scratch to where you are now. And then at the end, we'll open the thing for, like we'll ask you for a few tips on
Yes.
ladies' everyday life, of course, everyday life.
I'm myself perfect for it. So get ready.
Are you going to do demos on that for us? Oh yeah, this is so exciting. Okay, this is really exciting. So I learned so much from you the other day because I learned that I was actually applying makeup the completely wrong way. Oh my God. And it makes such a big difference. I learned ever since I've been applying what I learned from you, I realized I use way less, way less the foundation that I use. I used to when I think about it now, I'm like, oh my God, I used to just pile it on. But now I use way less foundation, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be saving on the foundation. I'm probably going to be buying like twice less or 3 times less foundation than I used to. And so you're going to share, and you're going to be demoing for everybody here at the end. But first, I would really want you to share how your growth happened in business. What inspired you, right? Like, how did you go from, oh, I like makeup, oh, I like being girly, to, oh, I want to actually turn
this living out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that again. Yeah.
To make a living out of it.
A living out of it. Hi, Jean. Yes.
Well, it started as a hobby. I was doing it when I was leaving my job, and I have a master degree, and I work in marketing, and I work in companies, blue collar, corporate friends. So I was PA for CEOs and vice presidents of big companies, and it was interesting for the title, for all the glam attached to it, but it wasn't satisfying at all for me. And I had to make that journey to get to know me better and to own my gifts, my talents, and what was really driving me. We come from a background where your parents paid you big business school, big studies abroad. I'm from Cameroon, Central Africa, and my parents, they sacrificed a lot, and they sent me to grade school, and their goal were, you go to school, you became a CEO of this or this company, and we're good. You got your degrees, and we're good. So I just checked all the marks, and but when I was leaving the office, I wasn't at all satisfied, and I had that sense of purpose that I was like, okay, is that my purpose? Was I created for planning meetings and planning boards meetings and doing this? And I mean, like, is that really why I'm on this earth for? I think I have much more to offer. I have much more to share, to just do that. But I was so comfortable in that 9 to 5 paycheck coming, every month and so on, and I was so afraid, to jump, so afraid to jump. Then I was doing my side job, in the weekend, doing weddings and doing makeup for friends, and I really enjoyed it. I was really feeling alive when I was doing it. At my church, I would do makeup for the ushers. I would do makeup for everybody. When you have an event, I was spending every face I could meet. And I really, really loved it. I'm a creative person, so everything I can, where I can use my creativity, I was just feeling alive. And then in 2017, I had a situation in my job that I was facing a layoff, and I was like, okay, so do you take your chance now, or are you going to wait again, or wait for I don't know what? And there was so many signs, in front of me, so many signs. Like it was like God showing me, like, go jump, that's your time. Take your chance. I'm with you. You won't fail. I mean, if you fall, I'll catch you. You can trust me. This is the purpose. This is why you were created. And I prayed for it. I was so scared. I was literally scared. But I had that voice and that impulsion that inside of me, that drive that was like, okay, no matter what, I'll just go and see. And I left my job. I didn't find another job. I was like, okay, so let's see what's going to happen. And what happened was the same week I quit my job. I did a business, how you call it, masterclass with a former makeup artist that was in California, and she came to France. Like, they never come to France. France, the last place they come. They go to London, they go to Germany, but France, don't know.
So because not many people, if they're not able to do it in English, then it makes
sense. I mean, yes, I think there's that language barrier, but you have translator. There's so many solutions for it. So I think we were not existent in their mind. So she decided to come to France, and I was like, oh. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I think somebody wait. So she decided to come to France, and I booked the session with her. It was $500, and for me at that time, it was huge money. So I invested, and I was like, okay, this is a step to my growth. So I go, and then hold on, please, because I have something coming to pick up. Something for me. And my kids are watching cartoons, so they're not even.
Okay. So while Isabelle is doing that, if you are here and you have any questions or like any questions that you may have, ask. Like if you have questions that you've always wondered, like for me today, as I was doing my makeup, like some of questions were coming up for me, and I was like, oh, I've always wondered about this, and I was like, I wrote it down, and I was like, I'm going.
Okay.
All right. So if you are like me and you've had question about either like entrepreneurship, like if you're somebody that is creative like Isabelle, and you've always wondered, how can I become a makeup artist? How can I actually be paid? Now she's actually been able to transfer this knowledge, this thing that she's been doing, which like in the past has always been just offline, in group settings and in individual settings. But now she's doing it online, and like how she's been able to do it. If you have any questions about that, you can keep them coming, and she'll tell us the rest of her story in the meantime. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm back. So I had that business session with that coach coming from the US. And at that meeting, I connected with a friend of mine. She wasn't a friend at the time, but we became friends. And a week later, I was finding myself doing a VIP client from UK that was in Paris for Paris Fashion Week. And 2 weeks later, I was on the set for a photo shoot for NBA players coming to France for a photo shoot for the brand Jordan, the Jordan brand, and I was like, okay, pinch me.
What?
What am I doing? What am I doing here? You know,
Oh my
connection
God.
and opening doors and God's favor for real,
Yeah.
and and that's how it started. And but it wasn't that easy because the first 6 months of me going full time, I had to review my branding. I have to renew my branding, to renew my prices, to renew my offer. I had to really train myself and invest in my business, you know. And I had a mentor at that time. She was in the U.S. She's still in the U.S. In Washington, and I was learning, you know, following her on the social media, learning with her. She didn't even know I was existing, but you know, she must. So that's why I always recommend to people, find yourself a mentor, you know, that you can learn from, because their experience can teach you more than you just, you know, going out there.
Yeah.
And
Right. Yeah.
yeah, that's how it works. So I changed all my branding. I had to come to the public as a professional, you know, not as a amateur doing her stuff on the side.
Mhm.
So I had to redo all that, and I can tell you, for the first 6 months, I had zero clients.
Wow. So you went from having all these clients like
I
right
had
after.
those VIPs that I was sending to do and stuff, but I wasn't paid.
Oh.
I was like, okay, when am I going to be paid? And I discovered after that she was an agency,
Mm.
artist, and then you have to send your invoice. So I never made an
You
invoice.
never invoiced. Oh wow.
Like, okay, so how do I do? And it was like 4 months, 6 months later that I was eventually able to send an invoice to able. You know, it took me like a year to get paid from this girl, from that girl.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So now fast forward. Now you are like literally. I've seen on your Instagram you're working with really quite big names now.
Yeah.
I saw recently. What was it? Angela Basset was
Yeah.
in Paris, and you did her makeup, and there was a whole like video to streaming and stuff like that about it. So what had to change between back then and now for you to get there?
My mindset.
Interesting. I always
Mindset
say
is
that.
everything. You
Yeah.
know, I understood that if I want to attract what I want to reach, I have to change my mindset. So I had to prepare. Yeah, I invested in my makeup kit. I have brushes that cost more than 50 euros. I have products. I mean, there's one of this foundation which is costing like almost $70. I invested in my products. Like, yeah, I want the best quality. I want the best in the market. You know, I don't play with my kits.
Yeah.
Like, I use like brands that, you know, to prep the skins that are costing almost like $100. So I invested in my kit, but I invested more in myself, you know, because I knew that at that time I didn't know how it worked. I wasn't coming from a makeup school. I wasn't trained, you know, in the makeup area. I was an outsider, and they were already
Did
big
you,
in Paris.
yeah. Did you feel intimidated? Did you feel like, oh my God, I'm losing it all?
Undeserving, intimidated,
Yeah.
not worthy.
Yeah.
Everything you can attach as in insecurities, you
Yeah.
know, was out there. So I really had to fill myself with a lot of positivity, a lot of truth that, okay, yeah, you are. I mean, you are at your right place. You know, you are legitimate, even if you didn't have a diploma or degree. You know, look, this one and this one and this one. They don't have a degree in makeup, in the makeup, but they are thriving. They are celebrity makeup artists. So why not? You know, you have the talent and you have the experience, so why not, you know? And I had to really trust in me and in the purpose that, you know, this is what you are here to do. It wasn't easy all the time. Especially when the money is lacking, you know, you start to think, God, are you really in that stuff, you know? Like, oh, what did you say to me? Like, but yeah, I find myself, you know, have to renew my mind and really uh, uh, elevate my mindset to think that, okay, if this is what you want to reach, you have to elevate your thinking to go there, to think like those people think, to address yourself, to carry yourself as they do, to go to the place where they do. And it's incredible, but because the hotel where Angela Basset spent the night that day is one of my favorite place in Paris to go and take a like a wealthy breakfast. Like, it's my favorite spot, and that was where she spent the night. And I was like, there's something out there watching us.
All right. So, okay. So that's it. So now let's move a little bit to, like, what are the biggest makeup mistakes that you see women do?
Can I talk about it for real? Like, for real?
For real. Yeah.
Woman, this shade.
That's my mistake. Listen, I know
that. This is my shade. This is my actual shade. This is my perfect shade.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this woman, this shade, wearing this shade of foundation like on the everyday and believing that is the right color for her.
That was me. Honesty, that was me. Before I got a picture of you. I got a picture of you and you're like, oh, your foundation is a little bit different than your skin tone. Yeah.
So, sometimes, and they're like, okay, I think that, it's okay, it's good with me. And then we do the makeup test, which is undeniable. When you try there, and it will tell you the truth. It's like Jesus, the
Jesus into
tell you the truth,
So tell everybody, how can one know whether or not they are using the right foundation for them?
Your foundation has to enhance your skin tone, not to change the color. The foundation has to enhance the texture of your skin tone, not change the color of your skin.
Yeah. So how does one
when I see you, I don't see foundation. I see a beautiful.
That's because I've been to your school.
You see that? And that's what we want. We don't want
I literally was using the wrong foundation. Like, I went back and I was like, oh my God, I've used the wrong foundation for years. For years. And it was really interesting how, like, you just looked at me and you told me what my undertone was.
Yeah.
And you said, like, if I look at my veins will be blue. And I was like, how can you tell that from across like literally the internet? And she was absolutely right. And so, like, can you share with everybody what's the undertone, what's warm tone, what's cold tone, what is all this about? Yeah.
Okay. So for yourself, you have to know what's your own undertone. You don't need to know for everybody else. So you just check your tone, on your forehand. You check your veins. Oh, sorry.
Me? Okay.
So, yeah, you can see your veins on your arm, And if your veins appears like a little bit green, it means that you have a warm undertone. Warm undertone equal to yellow undertone. So the colors that get out of you, that shows off of you, are close to the yellow, peach, gold. Everything, in the like for brands, sometimes you'll have like it will be written W.
I noticed that afterwards. Now it actually writes it. Like, actually, when you go, it writes down warm undertone or cold. I never knew this.
Exactly. Guerlain is 5W, but the exception is MAC. MAC is the exception because W to MAC is the cold undertone. So don't go to W to MAC if you have, for the foundation, if you have a yellow undertone, because you will look red.
Okay. So when you go, like, literally afterwards, here's what I noticed. Afterwards, I realized that I actually have been, I'm not blaming anybody, like, I have been sold
that's what I do.
Many different times, even though I've been to the stores. And I maybe, like, somebody assisted me in deciding what the right color was for me. whether it was warm or cold, whatever. Like I actually ended up with a lot of cold under whatever you call it,
Yes, yes.
foundation, and I realized it actually makes such a big difference.
Difference.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna show you. I don't know if the light will cope with me. You see those two? This is reddish undertone, like this is cold undertone, and this
Yeah.
one is more yellow. Like
Okay.
wait.
Yeah, we can see it. We can
Yeah,
see it.
kind of. You see?
Yeah, we show. Yeah, it shows. Yeah.
And the same with a foundation. Like you can be light skin or dark skin. It has nothing to do with the color of the skin. It has to do with your undertone. And how are you gonna find that? By watching your veins, if you can see your veins. If you can't see your veins, look inside your ear, because sometimes inside the ear you see that the color that is showing is more like a yellow,
Okay.
like a yellow color. You
Yeah.
can see under your eyes, like it shows out that it's kind of yellow, like, and or you can see here on the chest, how the color shows out, because sometimes your face can be dark that you don't really appreciate, assess it.
So what are the other different kind of undertones that
Okay, so if your veins are,
Yeah.
like kind of bluish,
Yes.
or purplish, you have a red undertone, like a cold undertone.
That's not me. Yeah.
That's not you. And this is sometimes you feel you will see more women from East Africa having that kind of blue undertone.
Oh,
Rare.
yes.
Yeah, it's really rare in Central and West Africa.
Yeah. So
Or even in the West Indies, you don't have much of red undertone. I really barely have red undertones clients in my chair.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So
more
will you say red undertones will be more like a Caucasian skin?
Yeah, it'll be more Caucasian, and even in the Caucasian, they are not everybody like it's more like people with dark like black hair.
Yes.
So sometimes they tend to have that cold undertone, but it depends. But you have to watch your veins and see what comes out of it. And you have the neutral undertone. The neutral will not be that yellowish or that reddish. It will be more like a mix of the two. And sometimes the veins are not that green or not that blue. It's a mix of it. So you have to go to the store and then check the color of the foundation on your cheek, here. And then you wait, because sometimes the color change, it oxidizes with the skin and the temperature of the skin. And then you wait like maybe 5 minutes, and then you'll see if the real color is still there or if it changes.
Yeah.
Then you can choose it. Never buy your foundation when you're in the hurry or when you don't have time, because you have to really assess it. Imagine that, you spend $70 on the foundation and it's not the right color. Like, what? How do you do it? So,
yeah. I've made that mistake before many times.
Oh, I know. I've been there.
Okay, so let's say, for example, let's just take somebody with warm undertones. What is the best thing for them to do when it comes to foundation, when it comes to color on their face, when it comes to what is the best thing for them to do or to consider when they're doing the makeup?
I think, like you said before, less is more. We don't want to conceal our face. We want to reveal, to enhance, to release our inner beauty, our natural beauty. So I'll say that when you choose your foundation and you have the right color, go really light. Try to create something fresh, something real, like real skin. That's why my signature is skin-like.
Skin-like, yes.
Yeah. I want people not to see your foundation, but to see your face, as your foundation was like your skin.
Yeah. I lost one before, and now the other one is out. I guess it's not happening. Okay, so now can you show everybody how to, maybe this is the beginning of our demo, how to apply the foundation in a way
Okay.
that, like, literally, well, after I've learned this.
First thing first, your moisturizer. Okay, you moisturize your face. Never go bare skin and just applying your foundation. You always put like a primer, moisturizer, something to nourish your skin,
Okay.
because it will absorb all the foundation if you don't do that. So yeah, I'm really into skin prep and skin care since like 2 years now, because this is what is left when
The
you
base.
wake up.
Yeah.
So you have to really take care of it so that you are not a slave of foundation.
Of foundation.
I think I had all the pimples and all the marks. I wouldn't have been that comfortable, in front of the camera. So it's important to take care of the skin, take care of the skin underneath, and really well remove your makeup before you go to sleep. Never sleep with your makeup on, please, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies.
Yes, sometimes, yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna find how you apply it. First, you check you shake your bottle, because it's liquid, so you have to mix it. Oh my god.
Things are falling.
Yes. Like how come you buy a foundation $50 and it just falls out?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes, it's just marketing that we're paying. We're paying for the model that they book for the for the shoot. And I apply it with a flat brush. Liquid foundation, better the flat brush. Never apply your foundation with that kind of stuff.
Why?
It absorbs everything.
Yes, it does.
And it's difficult to wash after. So don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just take some with the tip
So,
of my brush.
so why are you doing that? What if somebody doesn't have a flat brush? Then what do they do?
They can use their hands.
Okay, hands, fingers.
But make sure that you keep a tissue close to you, to not put it on your clothes, and apply it really mildly on the skin, to not have the marks of the fingers on your skin.
On your skin. Okay. All right.
So I always start close to the mouth to see if the color is right, and then I just go from the inside to the ear, and you see how it melts and how it fits with the rest of my face.
Yes.
There is no difference between here and here. So that's the test. That's how you see if it's the right color.
Yeah. So why not, like, because I used to like apply my makeup like in circular motion or over the face. Why not? I now know why not, but can you tell everybody why not?
Yes. I use a flat brush because you have the control where you place it, like under the eye, you see where you place it, and you can go like really mildly and really softly, because all your face doesn't need the same amount of product. One area where I never put foundation is my nose, because I don't need
foundation there. So what I meant was like, I used to apply for, like, first of all, I used to do this, like, biggest mistake. I had this brush which was kind of round. Absorb all my makeup, my foundation, and then I'll be going in circular
rolling. Yes.
Right. So why not to go in circular motion, or why not to go upward?
You can apply more than you really need.
Yeah.
And it can go to the hair. It can go to the eyebrows.
Yeah.
And you just have that circular marks on your skin that stays, Yeah. And sometimes you can have more here and less here, and you have some places that are not covered. So why will you do that to you?
Well, because I didn't know what I was doing. The other thing I noticed is that, like, if you have a hair on your face, for example, when I apply it this way, when I apply it this way, then I don't, like, nobody can see the hair. But if I apply it all over, it was actually, the hair was kind of being aggravated, it seemed like, and my face wasn't as smooth as it could have been. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So you see, I did that part.
Yes.
See, and I didn't do that part. So you can barely see the difference.
That's correct. Yes.
And that's what we want. We don't want something that just drastically change our face. Like, aren't you proud of your face?
Hi, Marie Blanche. Happy Mother's Day.
Continuing,
Yeah.
so I'm still doing the same move and going from the inside of the face to the ear. And you see how it covered my marks?
Yeah. Yes.
And you can work it, you can build it. So you apply more only at the places where it needs. And you see under the eye, I have nothing on.
Yeah.
Then I'll just go with my brush. And then the forehead, the place where every woman sin, because they will go there like this and put makeup on the hair and put makeup on the scarf.
Me,
And
me, 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 me,
why
me.
would you do that to
I
you?
used to, I used to do that. Can you show
Oh,
everybody how to not have
this
foundation
is
in their
this
hair?
is oh, a
In
million
your hair.
dollar tip. This is $1 million tip.
Yes, please show
What do
everybody.
you do to save time? Okay. So yeah, this side. Okay. So you go like this,
Yeah.
and you go horizontally, and you just go upward, and then you can manage where the brush goes. If you have a round brush, you cannot do that. You will just go and poof, apply
Mhm.
foundation where you
Yeah.
don't want to. You
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
That's why I really, really prefer
The
flat
flat
brush.
one. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
for the foundation.
All right. So now the foundation is done. What's the next step? Oh, it's not done yet. You're
Oh,
working on it.
yeah. I like to apply more, where I have like pimples or marks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have pimples, but when I have marks,
Yeah.
dark spot. Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Okay. And make sure that you don't have somewhere where it's not
It,
covered, and you have that mark that you just lay there as if you have a mask.
yeah.
So my screen is reversed, so I don't really.
Yeah.
So now that I have placed my foundation, what I'm gonna do is to apply my concealer. And really, this is a mistake that a lot of Black women do, or I think that it's maybe in the store where you are not well advised. They always find a concealer that is dark, like so dark. Your concealer is supposed to bring light inside of your face and not be
Make
darker.
your face brighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when they sell you a concealer in the shop, they sell a concealer to conceal your bags under the
Now,
eye.
yeah.
So they will sell you something that is darker, but you have to
Mm.
find something that is lighter. And the place where you will your point of reference in your body is that color here.
Oh, wait.
Uh,
They said I used to not have concealer. It wasn't until I actually met you that I start
oh,
like at first when I saw you using concealer on the one for under the
yeah,
eye on
under the eye.
and I was like, oh, maybe this will be something to, and that's how I actually bought my concealer. But you
Yeah,
said that if you go to the store, they will very likely sell you concealer that is the same color as the bag, the under eye, which
yeah,
is
but it,
darker.
it's
Oh,
it's not a good fit, because I use concealer to bring light inside the face.
yeah.
Imagine that you put something, because this is the part that people meet when they see you.
Mm-hmm.
Before seeing what's going on here and here, this is what they see. So this part is already lighter than the rest of the face,
Yeah.
in general, but there are exceptions, but in general. So when I'm going to wear a concealer, and this one is my favorite all time favorite, is one of Pat McGrath.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty expensive too, but it works wonder. um,
Yeah.
I will place it, and this one, really, a bit goes a long way. Let me do that. Okay. It's supposed to really bring light inside the face. When I first received it, I was like putting like the regular concealer and
Right.
putting,
Yeah.
ew,
Yeah.
it's too much. Let me check my. Oh, I washed it. Yeah, wash your pencil, wash your brush, wash your sponge, wash everything.
How
Because
often?
I think for your personal
Yeah.
use, once a week can be good,
Yeah.
But if you can, like, no, it's time consuming and you will maybe damage your hair. But I think once a week is a good schedule.
So what's the best way I know I'm probably taking you on another tangent here, but like, what's the best way to wash your makeup brush?
Oh, I have an IG. I have a video on my IGTV that I did. So
Okay,
with just a soap,
with just soap. Okay,
a
so
soap,
I'll share
a
yeah,
bar soap, a bar soap.
a bar soap.
Yeah,
I'll share your Instagram with everybody, and they'll
yeah. They
go
can see
look for
the
it.
video
Yeah,
on my IGTV.
yeah, good. All right. So
And
now, how are you
see how
doing?
it works? You see how it works?
Yeah, I see.
I'm blending my concealer
Yeah,
under the eyes, and
it's
it
brighter.
bringing more light,
Light. I see that. Yeah,
you know. And I do the
the chin. The chin. Yeah.
chin because it's the point of connection between the head and the chest.
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
if you have a dark face or your concealer is too dark, you can balance it with a concealer. Like you put a concealer that is matching that color here,
Yeah.
and you connect the colors on your face and your chest.
Oh, that's interesting that you use that word. Connect.
Yes,
Colors. Yeah. Okay.
because everything in our body is connected.
Connected. I
The
agree.
color
Yeah.
of our face,
Yeah.
with the rest of the body
Yeah.
they are connected.
Yeah. Okay. So Ivy is asking, can you use a powder concealer also? Is there such a thing as a powder concealer?
Oh, I never saw a powder concealer. I saw a powder foundation.
Yes.
And yes, you can use it by itself, or you can use it above of a creamy concealer.
Above the concealer. Like
Above the concealer.
concealer first,
Put the
then
concealer, and
powder
then
foundation.
put the powder,
Yeah.
yes, on top of it. Some women that are not comfortable with the foundation, I recommend them to use. Oh, I like how it smells. It's really, really, really nice. I
Yeah.
like concealer, or I love it.
Yeah.
Yes. You
Good.
see, if it was darker, it will have darkened my face,
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
and the contour is sometimes uh, darker than the rest of the face. That's why I didn't go there with the concealer.
Okay. All
You
right.
you place the concealer really on the T zone
Yeah.
inside the face.
In the T zone. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what do we do after that?
What do we do after that? You can switch and go to the powder,
Yeah.
and you can
Oh,
go.
powder your concealer.
You powder your concealer, or you can. I mean, there are two options
Yeah.
because there are different kind of powders. There's this one which is a mineralized powders.
Yeah.
Sometimes those kind of powders they are like you put everywhere you can place it everywhere in the face, like just a finishing powder,
Yeah.
having that natural uh, finish. You put it everywhere, or you can have setting powders that you will place especially where you put the concealer.
Okay.
But for an everyday look, going to work or going somewhere, for a meeting or something, you can definitely just work like this. You place your foundation, you place your concealer, and then you put your powder all over, you know, and you still have that light color inside your face.
Yeah.
It runs more darker color on the contour,
Yeah.
or you
And your
can use
face looks brighter that way. Your face looks very bright that way. So it's like
yeah
light
light
in your face.
like
Yeah.
your skin, like you
Yeah.
didn't place anything, or you can use this is like a blush,
Yeah.
but it's a blush that is really light, same texture than the powder that I put before, and then I will place it in my face where it's more bronzier. I don't know if it
Okay.
works. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put it on the forehead here in the temple, here. To have that natural, uh, warm
Yeah.
color. And
Glow. Yeah,
then
kind of. So if somebody only had like a 5 minutes to do their makeups, what would you recommend for them to do?
I recommend to
Yeah.
go to go with the foundation, because when you look good on the skin, you can just put a mascara and go and gloss.
Yeah.
Uh, when your skin is well made, like we did, foundation, concealer, tak, and you put the powder and just for the good looking the blush.
Okay. Ooh.
I think it can work wonders.
Yeah.
With few products, few steps, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So now, next question for you. Like I said earlier, many ladies in here in my audience, they are entrepreneurs, which means they do lots of Facebook lives, lots of Instagram lives, lots of like videos on YouTube and stuff
Oh,
like that.
Zoom video, duo videos, and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So, what is your best advice, right? Like how to get ready, or like what are the things that one should think about when they are preparing? If they're willing to,
What you can do is, like, if I was on that urgent call and I have like 3 minutes to get ready, I'll say get your mascara. If you don't have a mascara, get the black crayon, and I'm looking for my crayons, and I'll just show you how you can do that
okay.
efficiently. You know, because the eyes is what they will see on the camera. Oh my god!
Are you
Oh
okay?
yeah, something just it opened
Oh my god!
and it emptied in my
Yeah.
bag. You see that?
Oh yes.
Twenty
Sorry.
dollars. It's okay. There are more dramatic things going on. So
I know.
if you have like a dark crayon, a pencil, like a brown one or a black one, you just go there and uh, you draw your lid, your eyelid,
Yeah.
just like that.
Ooh,
Maybe
I have to do that.
for some people, the black pencil can be like too harsh. And you see, I did it almost my eyes closed, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be really neat. And then you take your finger and you just go like this.
Oh.
You on the edges, and then it will give like as if you put how you call it,
Shadow. Eyeshadow.
eyeshadow. Yes. So
Oh.
okay, and you can do that part with the color you want, like burgundy,
Ooh. Oh
like
my god, I am so going
violet,
to be doing this.
any color you want to. You can do that. And just like instantly like this, you have colored your eyes. And you remember the powder that I put there. You
Yeah.
can go in your eyelids and just swipe it like this, and it will color your eyelid too.
Oh my God, I just learned something extremely new and amazing today. Because I know, like, I learned how to do my eyeshadows with you. Um,
Yeah,
like, it's a technique. It's really like, like it's a
place
technique.
it
Really,
there,
yeah.
and
But
yeah.
this I can handle. This I can handle.
This is for us. This is for the busy woman, busy mommy, not having time to do anything.
Yeah.
And
Because,
then, if you
yeah.
want to add a little vavavoom to your look, you
Yeah.
can color pencil like this, and then you come and line, the underlid like this.
Ooh.
And make it nice,
Ooh.
especially when you haven't slept a lot,
Yeah.
when you have a long day going, and you want to appear like on your best.
Yeah.
You
This
just
is
do
the inner line, like
it
the
like yes,
what do you call it? The water line.
waterline, exactly.
What?
See, and just like that, you already, you
This is
know.
like 3 seconds. This is like, oh my God, Jean said, I love it. You look so natural. How do
Oh,
you choose, or how do you choose the shade of foundation that is best for you? I think you missed that portion, didn't you,
Yeah,
Jane?
you place your foundation here, you
Yeah,
know, and then you swipe, you spread it, and you see how it matches to your skin.
yeah. So, Jean, we actually like when we are done, you can go back and then watch like
Yeah,
the
the replay.
portion of this this portion of makeup. I'll
Yeah,
do it. We actually talked about like undertones, color undertones, your veins, and like all
everything.
that. Like we realized, as I was saying before, like for years and years and years, I actually used the wrong foundation for myself, and I didn't even realize it. And now it's a whole complete. You see, like now, like anyways, it really looks like
She
my.
looks good. She
It
looks
really
good.
looks like I see quite a big difference now. Uh,
Yeah.
between now and before.
Your eyebrows, you just have to brush it upward like this, from the
Yeah,
down to up, and then if you want to fill it with the pencil, you will just have to fill where it's necessary.
yeah. So
You
can I ask you something? So now we are all like in confinement,
Yeah,
the whole thing that's happening. A lot of people don't go to their eyebrows, ladies, to get their eyebrows done.
yeah.
What is your advice for that?
I'll tell just room. No, don't touch it at home.
Yes.
Don't try to do your own at home because you can end up, removing all your hair.
Unless maybe you're used to doing.
Unless you used to do it, if you have like I don't know how you call it in English. That stuff. A tweezer. If
Yes.
you have a tweezer, you can remove the hair underneath,
Yeah.
like if you can remove it, but don't touch the big hair, please.
Yeah.
Groom it like I do, you brush it upward, and then if you need to, you can line underneath, as I do, like you draw a line under to enhance the base of the eyebrow, and then above if there is no much hair, and then you fill only where it's necessary. For women that loves to use concealer to do their their eyebrow, I'm
Yeah.
not a concealer eyebrow fan, so I prefer my mine natural, brushing it and just lining it.
Yeah. It looks
People
beautiful.
like this. Because if you find yourself in the jungle and you don't have your concealer, how you gonna you're just gonna use your brush and your pencil. So go with it. Then you can find yourself in the bush.
Okay, ladies, you heard it. If you find yourself in the jungle, please bring your pencils and what else?
You never know what can happen down there.
All right. So okay, so there's that. Okay, so we did the. Oh my god, I am so going to be stealing the
Yeah,
pencil
the
thing. Yes.
And
Oh, that's very pretty.
I haven't put my mascara, but the fact that I lined my eyelid, it brings a dark highlight to
Yeah,
my
to your eyes. And because that's the one thing that they see if you are in video. Oh, this makes so much sense. Okay, ladies, when you see me next time with blue eyeliners, know where it came from. All right, good. So that's it for 3 minutes.
yeah.
It will take like 3 to 5 minutes.
On the speed, you can go on. That there are women that do that. And then and then and I like okay, tomorrow you'll still be there. Go fast, and you're like,
Yeah,
okay.
and then do it.
And then hop, 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 hop. You can do really fast, when you know where to place the products. What takes time is sometimes you don't know where to place the product, so you're like, okay, am I doing this well? And then you go, and then you come back, and then you go, and then you come back.
Okay. So sometimes people say that you can't do like red lips and then bold eyes at the same time. What do
I
you
would say is that it's your face. Do what you want. That's how no, for real. That's my philosophy. It's your face. Do what you want.
Yeah, do what you want. Yes.
This is not too much. I just like blue color on my eyes, so I can go with the color I want to on my lips. And the lips are like the temperature of your look. Like if you want to go natural looking, fresh, like I did, I just put a balm, a lip balm. One for me is the best in the market out there. Is Dior, and the lip balm from Dior, and it really moisturize your lips, long term. It doesn't stick. It's not like a gloss, but you see how it shines, make your lips shine and color your lips a bit. See that pinkish color? Yeah, comes from this one.
So if for somebody that may not necessarily have the budget
to put lipstick and has dry lips, because I know people that have chronic dry lips. This one is a remedy for real.
Yeah.
So it doesn't dry with the day. It doesn't, give you like the white on the side, like I don't know which brand, but it really works wonder. I've been using it for 2 years and really works wonders.
Okay. Do you have one? Do you have one like for ladies who may be like on a budget and maybe saying like, oh, maybe Dior might be a little bit too much for me?
It's like I think it's $24.
Okay, never mind.
It's really expensive.
I don't know. Maybe somebody like that's $24, but maybe there's a lip balm that may be like $2. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah. All right.
I admit I'm a little bit I'm on splurge when it
it's your thing. Yeah,
but I use what works, because it has to be efficient. And when it's efficient and it proves itself, I'm good. I don't see the budget. I just pay for it because it's worthy. If it wasn't, I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't. Yeah, I understand. I actually have quite a few of those myself. So.
But in the contrary, pencil, you don't need to spend $1 million on it. My pencil are like $3, $2. Yeah.
So what do you like? What's this one? The blue one that you're using now?
NYX.
NYX. What's the color? What's the name of that? Because I'm so going to look for it.
Oh yes. Azure.
Azure.
Azure. I don't know if you can read it.
Azure. Okay, I'm going to look for it.
Yeah. And then you can even top it with another color like the blue. That blue one, you can mix colors to enhance another, to get another hint of it. You can mix colors. See, it depends.
Ooh, that's very pretty.
You can add green. You can add purple. This one like
underline in that
yeah. This one is pretty violet. It's also NYX, and I like to put it on the top of the brown, and it gives another really beautiful color.
Oh,
on the lid, I go up there.
Yeah.
Because when you open your eyes, sometimes
that's so pretty.
And I just blend it like this. So
I love how you play with makeup.
See, it's a game. For me, it's a game.
I'm so going to be playing with this. Okay, I'm going to be playing with this. Yeah. So yes, go ahead.
Yeah, YouTube used to show us, complicated makeup with, you have to have the liner to draw and.
I know, like no, I'm not doing that. I really can't handle all that. Honestly, it's a lot of work.
Everyday woman doesn't need that.
Yeah, like this I can handle the pencil thing, and then I can so totally handle that. I have another question for you. This question popped up as I was getting ready earlier today.
Okay.
Like when I wear white, like a white top, for example, like how can you prevent yourself from, transferring your makeup on your white top?
Okay,
that's even possible.
That's a good one. First of all, I never put makeup here because nobody sees here. I never put makeup here. Nobody sees here. When people watch you, they watch your face and your chest. They don't focus on your
neck.
Your neck. They don't.
Oh.
So what I do, if there is a huge difference, what I can do is
Yeah.
I will make sure that my chin is covered so that I don't have a place where it stops and then when it
And
continues.
like a mask. And
That's
because your makeup actually kind of melts into your
it
skin.
melts. It melts. You don't put a lot of products here.
Yeah.
That's why I always say that your whole face doesn't need the same amount of makeup.
Mm, yeah.
Okay. So maybe you have dark spot here. You will just cover by dabbing like this. You can dab like this. I have some marks on my chin, so I
Me
come
too.
here
Yeah.
and dab like this.
Yeah.
Okay. But I won't go there. I won't go here. If I have a shirt, a white shirt, I make sure that it doesn't go there. And then the quantity of the product that you put, the more you put, of course, it will transfer.
Yeah.
But you have no transfer foundation like this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Dior doesn't transfer. And there are other brands like Estee Lauder. They don't transfer.
Okay.
Yeah, but when you put powder on, it can transfer a bit, but not that much.
The powder itself.
Yes, the powder itself.
Okay.
So I always say depends on the quantity. When I put powder on my face, I just swipe it like this, like I'm caressing my face.
Yeah.
I don't do like that cakey, how they call it, baking. No, I don't bake my face.
Okay. All right. Okay. This is so good. Is there anything else that you want to share with everyone that's watching?
Yes, how to put your lipstick without going everywhere.
Oh yes, I actually made that mistake a couple of days ago, and I remember. Oh, Isabelle taught me how not to do that. And they actually practice what you taught me a couple of days ago, not so much.
Okay, so what you can do, I remove my gloss, and then I'll go with let me see. I'm gonna go with a nude lips.
Yeah.
And to do a nude lips, I always use like two or three colors to create the contour and then put the highlight inside. Okay. So I go with everything beige and brown, for the nude lip because
you can see she's very much about natural looks, which I love.
Yes. Yeah. So I'll start with the main color. Okay, and put it in the center. I always start in the center and go left and right. I don't go with a contour first, and even for the contour, I'll show you how I do it. And then pinch my lips. Okay.
So if I go, is that a lipstick, liquid lipstick?
A liquid lipstick, yes.
Okay. Okay.
What they call lip stain.
Okay, lip stain, yeah.
Because it really stick on the lips. Then I'll go with a darker color that I'll place for the contour. Like this.
And then you have a question. Hey Danielle. Danielle is asking, what is the name of the brush Isabelle used to put the foundation on?
Oh, this one is from Makeup Forever, and it's the 108 brush. It's my best brushes in the universe. I love it. Yeah. It's really efficient and it's large, so it can cover more space in my face. I don't have to do like 100.
Yeah. So it's it's Makeup Forever 108.
108, yes.
108
brush.
Okay, Makeup Forever 108.
And the quality of the hair are really good. You can wash it; it doesn't move. The quality of the wood here, really good. No, it's not plastic. It's real wood. Okay. And those, I think I don't mean, if you're vegan, I don't know if you like it, but I think it's like goat hair. Yeah, they're like really good for brush.
Okay, all right. So we looking at the lips.
Yeah, so I'm building my nude look, and I put the nude color in the center. I could go out like this, but I don't. I like my nude lips to be blended and well proceed. So I'm gonna go with a darker contour, and for that, I think I'm gonna go with that brown lip stain
Okay.
and put it on the contour too. I remove the excess because I just want to do the contour. And then I come in from the corner. You remember how they did the lipstick in the 90s?
Maybe I wasn't using that much makeup.
R&B videos, when you see the Mary J. Blige, Brandy,
Yeah,
and Monica, they were so good. It was so beautiful. And I really like those kind of colors, those kind of brownish, like Janet
yeah.
Jackson. Uh,
I
uh,
feel
uh.
like I need to go back to look to check the video.
Then you blend it,
Yeah,
make sure it blends well. And
yeah.
then we
Ooh,
really good. Yeah.
ooh, ooh. Okay.
hmm
All
So
right.
the nude is really personalized colors. So you adjust it according to your skin tone. What I wear as a nude cannot be yours.
The same as everybody else.
How your lips were looking like
Yeah.
before.
So how can you tell what? I guess I'll imagine this goes back to undertones and stuff like that.
No,
How
it goes with the color of your natural
naturally?
lips. Yeah.
So
Because
how
for
can I tell?
if
How?
I do that on some people, it can appear like ashy or dark, but
Mhm.
for other people, it would look bright because of the skin, of the color of the skin.
Yeah. So how can I tell what's the best nude color for me to choose? Um,
Mm,
yeah.
you really have to build it. And what
Yeah.
can
Oh, you mean test and experience?
yes,
Okay.
I had to really even now, for me it's not that perfect, so I'm going to add a bit of that color to
Yeah.
have that more um,
Lip color.
natural
Okay. I see that.
finish.
Okay.
Yes. I don't want it to be too matte, too flat. Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Mhm.
I love all the tricks that you share with me. Oh my god, I'm really going to like. Even though I had a session with you, I feel like I could have spent. And I know I had to rush that day because I actually
Yes,
had a
we
client.
had to.
Yeah, I had to leave because I had a client call after you. But I learned so much. For me, even just like the way that
I
I
see, I
found.
see you. You look great, for real.
Thank you. Yeah, for me, and those were the biggest things. Were number one, finding out that I was using the wrong foundation all that time. That it wasn't the right color. Actually, it affected how the foundation itself sat and stuff like that. And I
Mhm.
think even that alone was quite a big change.
Major advancement, like
Yeah,
major.
yeah, that was quite a big change for me. And even how to apply powders and stuff like that, all the techniques that I use,
Mhm.
I learned from you have been really, really helpful. I'm looking to see
Oh,
if there
I'm
are
grateful. I'm
any
grateful.
questions that, no, I asked all my questions. Okay, so with that said, I know I personally, because I've had this session with you, I know that you have one-on-one sessions
Yeah,
with people. And if you would like to share the link with me, I'll also put the link under here. Uh,
pleasure.
yeah, for people like seriously, for me it was really. I'm actually like I have one of my friends whose birthday is coming up, and like I remember last time, and I was like, I'm going to give her as a gift. Actually, I
Oh,
think she's
wow.
going to appreciate this very much. So if you are here and you feel like you would like Isabelle's hand on yourself, like literally, I think the customize or the one-on-one part is how she can actually really
We go
pinpoint
through your
the
makeup.
best colors for
Your
you.
makeup kit. We go through what you have, your products, and we do with what you have. I have people that comes to the workshop with just a pencil and a red lipstick and just a concealer, and we do a full makeup out of it. For real.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen how sometimes you can even use a lipstick as a lipstick and then blush and eyeshadow. Like I've seen you in action. Yeah,
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 because sometimes they say, okay, I wait to have this and I wait to have that to come to your class, and I say, okay, do it on the back word.
yeah.
Come to the class,
First,
learn what you need,
Yeah.
and then you go buy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
yeah, so that it prevents you from buying the wrong products.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then people, they come with stuff, and I'm like, why did you buy that? And they're like, oh, I saw it on YouTube. And I was like, okay, you don't need that for yourself, so why are you going to buy that?
Yeah. And so I personally will highly recommend, if you're here and you feel like, oh my God, like I personally have been one person that has been like, I don't know how to do my makeup well. Like I'll do like the bare minimum, right? And of course I was using the wrong makeup. I keep saying that.
You know what?
Yeah.
A lot of women, we just hop in makeup. We never learn, and even if we learn, it's not always for us. We learn from other people doing their makeup.
Yeah.
And we can learn this and this, but sometimes you need to learn for yourself.
Yeah.
And then you will be like, okay, I master it. I know now how to place it on my own face.
Yeah. And now I know how to. I'm literally going to get, like, I learned so much today too, like the eyeliners, and this is going to be my goal, because I'm so fed up with like trying to do the eyeshadows things, techniques, and this is so easy for me to use. So I'm going to be applying. So yeah. So Isabelle has this thing she calls ramen tatrus in French. Yeah. What did you say?
Bring your purse.
Bring your purse. Or make your makeup kit.
Your makeup kit. Okay.
Yeah, equipment, whatever. And I speak French, of course. And that's how I found her. I hadn't realized back then that she actually studied in the United States too. So yeah, she speaks English. So like on one, she'll definitely do this for you in English. And I know you have another, like a group webinar coming up.
Coming on the first weekend of June, June 6th.
Yes.
Yeah, it will be like my first masterclass online.
Yeah.
And I'll share all those tips and more,
Yeah.
It will be great.
But it will be in French for those of you that do speak French. Yeah. That will be the masterclass will be in French, but you have one-on-one in English, of course, for people that, even though I speak French, on our session we only spoke English.
We only spoke English.
Yeah, we only spoke English. I know, like we spoke French like for a few minutes, and then we just like went into English. Right. And then I do know that you also teach other entrepreneurs how to become makeup artists for people. Is that correct?
Yeah. I coach makeup artists in the business, and I had that 6 months business program where we learn, all the tricks that they need to know, the marketings, how to do an amazing offer, how to set live events, how to train their mindset to be, the good CEO of their activity, Well, I share with them all that I learned in this journey, and the mistakes to not make, and we also work on the self-confidence, because a lot of us, the problem is not do we have talent or not, but do we have confidence in us?
Yeah.
And I follow her for 6 months for that program.
Yeah. So is this one-on-one or is this a group program?
It's a group of 20 girls, but the first is one-on-one. And I have a girl from Connecticut.
Connecticut, okay, good. But this is, so if it's a group one, then this is in French.
No. The group one is in French, but I have one-on-one session with them.
Okay.
English,
Okay, all right.
And we have a call like once a week.
Yeah.
And they have how do you call it? Assignments. Yeah, they have assignments. To progress once a week. And then we go through the social media. We go through, their goals. We go through what they want to achieve, and I go with them on that journey.
Okay. So are these like people that are already makeup artists, or someone that also is not a makeup artist but is interested in learning, and then from learning, growing their business?
Oh, they are for makeup artists, aspiring makeup artists, and I have even one that is not in the makeup industry at all.
Yeah.
But she wants to be coached. She wants to be trained because she wants to find a job, to go back to the market. She's been
Yeah.
jobless for 2 years, and she wants to find her self confidence again. And she joined that program too, because it's really good. There is that first part of introspection where you have to learn about yourself, to assess what are your qualities, what are your strengths, and then tap into that, and then to 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 leverage and know where you can go, how far you can go, what you can reach, what you want to accomplish. So this is the first part, and then you have all those marketing stuff.
Okay, so do you teach them how to become a makeup artist first?
No. I mean, this is the training online.
Yeah.
The training for makeup artists is the boot camp. I do it like I'll do it on July, and this is a boot camp day where you come and I teach you how to do makeup on others.
Okay.
This is really tough training because I close the door and we're like, let's go to work. Let's go to work. Teach them, and I share with them all the techniques, all the stuff I know to do makeup on others. Yes, this is the hands-on training for makeup artists that I do.
Okay.
But the other part is really business oriented.
Related. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right. So for anybody that likes anything that we shared today, if you want to really have that pampering time for yourself, like Isabelle has that pamper, like you can spend time pampering yourself, and she actually takes really good.
See, it's so good for your mood.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I go to sleep like this, I have to do videos, I have to do pictures right now. I can go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly in this social media era, we do like a lot of like pictures, a lot of it's a way of really. And again, like I said before, and like you said, it's not about covering up who you are. It's really about enhancing the beauty that's already there. Yeah. So if you want to pamper yourself, you can, again, I'll put the links below this video so that you can access.
In France. If you want to get married in France, you can book my service too.
If you're getting married in France, if you have any
birthday in France,
your birthday. When I come to France, I'm still hopefully. I don't know when anything will be open again. Possibility. Hopefully, I plan on. I was planning already on being in France this summer. Hopefully, it will happen. If it does, I'll definitely come see you. If you are in France in July or August, yeah. Yeah. And if you are not going to France, I know there are ladies in here. Marie Blanche is in Switzerland. There are ladies in my audience that are actually in France, and some of them are like around you. Like in the Netherlands and in France, in Paris, and all over in Belgium and stuff like that. So she is close to you. You can go to her. The beautiful part is now you can have access to her online, which is another way to do it too. All right. So, and again, I will share all her links. If you have any questions, speak your mind now or forever hold your peace. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. If you have any questions, this video is going to be up forever and ever. You can ask your questions, whether for Isabelle or for myself. If we need to send her questions, we'll nurture her and hopefully she'll come back and answer your question. In the meantime, I'll share her handles, Instagram handles, and also the links where you can, book any sessions with her if you are interested, and then we will go for that. Any last words, Isabelle?
Well, you're beautiful just the way you are. So, take pleasure to pamper yourself. I think it's really like a flower in a room, it's not useless. It enhances and it adds a little glam, a little something beautiful to the life, and you will see how people sometimes interact with you when you have that confidence, just a good lipstick and just lashes on. You can make a difference.
Yeah. And also to add to that, I hate to admit this. I really hate to admit this because I am one person I've always been, well, not always been, I've always, especially ever since I've started this work that I do now, I say everything starts from within. right? Everything, your self-confidence, everything starts from within. But one thing that I noticed, right, this is social media. There's a big difference within like how many, and I hate to admit this, but it is so true. Like when your face is well made, when your face is clean, there's a difference between how people will respond to that video, for example, and
Yeah.
also a video where it feels like you didn't make any effort. It feels like you just, like there's such a big difference, and I hate to admit it, but it's true. It is so true, and at the end of the day, again, I go from the perspective of I'm actually not doing it for other people, but it's really for taking care of myself and really recognizing my body and
Yeah.
really, really honoring this body that I am in. It doesn't mean that I absolutely need makeup all the time to do that, but it just means that whenever needed, or that I'm not going to put a cross on one thing that can help me
Exactly.
who I am. So on that note, thank you so much, everybody that showed up.
Thank you for having me. It was such a pleasure sharing the platform with you.
Yeah, it was a very pleasure. Thank you for saying yes to coming here live with us. And thank you, everybody that showed up live. And if you showed up later, you can go back and watch this video. There's been lots and lots of little nuggets that you can find in here. And you can actually apply in your daily life. I know I'm going to apply some of the things I learned here today. A lot of the things I learned here today. Watch out, world. Dihessa is coming. I'm just kidding. I don't know what kind of.
You can say that. Why not?
I know. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye, Daniela. Bye, Angela. Bye, June. Bye, Marie. Bye, everybody. See you later.